My recent goal is to skate once a week. Sometimes it's even hard to keep up with once a week. I do occasionally feel guilty that I'm not consistent as I wish to be. But I think taking baby steps is also pretty important. Anyway, let's go skate. Hi, welcome back to another skate session of mine. In this session, I was very determined to land a shove-it. I actually almost landed one, almost landed three. Trying to land a shove-it was not easy. I actually got hurt. Not severely, but I did get hurt with some minor bruises and twisted my ankle here and there. Here's a footage of my board popping up, hitting my knee. It actually hurt quite a bit in that moment. And the same thing actually happened a few times more. And I also twisted my ankle trying to land a shove-it. I think this session was quite scary coming out of it, especially trying to land a shove-it was pretty scary. The reason for me to feel so anxious about it was because I don't think I knew what I was doing. I just guessed what I needed to do. At one point, I actually thought bringing my board over to the well would help me land a shove-it. That was actually a really stupid idea. I was guaranteed to fall trying to land a shove-it on top of that. And also, immediately, my brain was like, what if this thing didn't hold well and I just fall into it, into the hole? And as you can probably tell, I was very desperate to land a shove-it. So I thought holding onto the wall would also help me land one. I did give this a try. It did seem very scary at first, but I don't know. I don't think it helped though. So I didn't really land one by holding the wall. Well, safe to say, I did not successfully land a shove-it in this session. But here is the footage of me almost landing a shove-it 3 times. Before this session, I also came across a video that talked about how skateboarding tricks are almost always tied into your jump. So I thought, practicing my hippie jumps would actually help me land one. So I practiced jumping onto my board again and again, and also a bunch of hippie jumps here and there. Obviously, practicing my ollies are non-negotiable every session, just because I really want to get better at it. And filming me doing ollie each time actually, gives me a better idea of how much I've progressed. Helicopter! I feel like my ollies are always hit or miss. Sometimes I feel really good when I land one, feeling like, oh my gosh, that ollie felt really high. But most of the time, I feel like that ollie didn't have a pop. I did not bring the board up at all, that feeling. And beside ollies, I practiced a bunch of frontside kick turns in the session as well. From my previous sessions, I learned that we absolutely do not want to practice frontside kick turns in circles because it actually made me feel really dizzy last time when I just did frontside kick turns again and again and turning in circles after circles. I got really dizzy and almost gave me a really severe headache. So I tend to easily get hyperfixated on things, also on skateboarding tricks that I try to practice. So to help me not hyperfixate on one thing. I practice my frontside kick turns after I practice a certain trick, like whether that's an ollie or ollie to caveman or a shove it, I try to do a frontside kick turn after that. In this session, I also practiced some ollie to caveman. I was still good and still okay doing it stationary, so that's good. But I think my goal was to try and do it while rolling and rolling faster. I find these ollie to caveman tricks that I've been doing is also a bit of hit or miss situation, like my ollies. Although I was able to do this rolling a lot faster than last time. I also practiced riding switch and manual. I actually find that learning to ride switch on the skateboard feels like learning how to write with my left hand. I'm right-handed, so out of curiosity, I've once in a while tried to write with my left hand. I was also told when I was younger that training to write or do things with your left hand would help you use both sides of your brain and help you become smarter, essentially. I don't know how true that is, but if that is true, I believe learning how to ride switch could also potentially help me become smarter. Some other tricks I tried and practiced were monster walk and that motion of landing on my nose. Anyway, thanks for tuning in for this skate session. I will talk to you in the next one. Bye!